Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the cabin. Hope y'all are doing well out there. We have $584 headed out of here today. Some pretty cool sales, pretty excited about one of them in particular. I've got two topics because I sold something that I often call the Reseller Hall of Fame item. One of those things that's just bread and butter all day long. It's one of the first things I started to look for 20 years ago, and resellers everywhere grab that item. So I want to talk about that topic and a little bit about eBay promoted listings today, as well as take a look. First item is something we grabbed at an estate sale, a local estate sale, not too long ago, a few weeks. This video is about ready to pop on the Commonwealth Picker channel, and we got both of these boxes here full of comics for 50 bucks, and that's not always good, by the way, but these happen to be good enough. This is a Ghost Rider lot, and this one right here paid for the rest of those. So we're pretty happy about that. Should be $400 to $600, I think, worth of comics in there. $66 for this lot right here, plus shipping. Had to run inside because the next item is a jacket, and I hang up 99% of my jackets inside, and I don't remember, I think this is in the 60s plus shipping. Miami Dolphins starter jacket. It's in really good condition. Of course, the Dolphins have those great colors that just fit this era so well. And that one, let me double check real quick. By the way, I should also say that those comics down there were an auction item. This was not. $61.75 after a 5% offer. Should probably get these out of here. Keep them in decent shape. Put them over here. So that's not a bad sale at all. Gotta love it whenever you find that stuff. It's a starter made in Korea XL, $61.75 plus shipping. Last episode we got shut out. We didn't have any visitors, I don't think, till the very, very end. Got that floppy ear. There, that floppy ear. Sit. Sit. We did this last time, 2 videos ago. Sit. Come on. They say you don't behave out there, and then they're right. Sit. 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 I can edit this out. Sit. That's a good boy. Good job. Next sale right here is a Bonanza sale. We've been talking an awful lot about cross-listing on List Perfectly and getting sales on Mercari and Poshmark, but there's one site, Bonanza, that doesn't require a cross-lister. It automatically imports from eBay. And I grabbed this one at a private pick with Eric, OBX Picker, not too long ago, and we tested it, and it works, sounds good, looks good, and it sold on Bonanza of all places, and it sold quickly, and it sold for $58.41 plus shipping. I have sold this one before, and I have never sold one that worked completely, ever. So, you know, if it doesn't work, it's going to be half of that. But I'll take that, almost $59 for that one plus shipping, and it was free. Thanks, Eric. Now we have that empty space up here. How cool is that, by the way? That one is awesome. And I don't have anywhere to put it. I've got to lean it against something. Here, well, I don't know. I'll figure it out in a minute. This back here, not this one. I'm surprised that one hadn't sold, actually. I'm going to take another one of my leaners away. I have to find some other stuff to lean it on. Mr. Wonderful's going to go between Smokey's legs. Holy moly. All right, right here, Emerson Creek Pottery, and it sold for $10 and change plus shipping. I usually wouldn't pick it up, but my mom actually pointed it out to me at a sale, and that's the local pottery place here in Bedford, Virginia. Right there, Emerson Creek, not too terribly far from my home. So, at any rate, we picked it up for $1, I think, and it sold for $10 and change plus shipping. And it's been here a long time, but Emerson Creek, you know, sometimes local places can do okay, and this is one that occasionally, this is a small piece, can do okay. I just accidentally ran across a comment that goes with that Emerson Creek pottery. The comment wasn't left on the purchase, so I didn't see it. And just occasionally, sometimes, I'll click, because there's so many messages in eBay, especially now that Facebook folks are in there, and YouTube folks and Instagram folks, and so they send me messages on eBay as opposed to sending them through Instagram or something like that. So I miss these unless they're on the purchase. But this one I saw with the Emerson Creek Pottery. Hi, Kevin. Started an eBay store a little over a year ago, and they were a seller back in 2009. They started it back up. They said it's so much more complicated than it used to be. I suppose we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But they have a really long story here, but I'm going to try to boil it down to the fact that they were a teacher and a veteran. Do I have this right? Navy nurse, and lost one of your students at 9/11, in 9/11. And a fireman gave you a hat that day because you were in tears down there. And at any rate, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I just wanted to, let's gross $13,000 in your first year. Good job. 200 listings. Average sales price almost $100. That is really cool. Not my model, but that is awesome. Very good. Nicely done. Disabled vet. That is really, really awesome. Thank you for your service, by the way. And she's sending me a hat. She said she bought that in order to send me, to get my address to send me a hat. So I'll just say my address. P.O. Box 1427, Bedford, Virginia, 24523. So, anyway, thank you for this. Thank you for the whole story. I do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the pottery, and thank you so much for sending me that hat. I can't wait to see it. Next item is the one I was thinking about when I was talking about the Reseller Hall of Fame. So let's just start a conversation. I might even make a video about this one day, put it on the Garage Sale Nation channel. I like to do stuff like that. And, you know, out of all the stuff that I've been picking, trying to think what I've sold more of as far as buying one-offs. You know, I've sold a ton of things that I have multi-quantity of, but over the years, the last 22 years, it started with, well, one of the early ones that I pick all the time is ink, printer ink. I don't pick it near as much anymore. The return rate is a little high. I don't know if I want to call it fraud. The people out there that are trying to pull one over on you happens a little bit with ink, but there are still a lot of money in certain inks, and I'll pass some up sometimes when I probably shouldn't. But you know, I know a lot of folks out there would put printer ink in the Hall of Fame. This one's going in the Hall of Fame. But if you can think of some reseller items that are just absolute winners every single time and have been for years and years and years, put them in the comments below. And this is one I think would have to be in the all-time top 10 of the Reseller Hall of Fame bolos. And to be honest with you, it's not even a good one when it comes to these, and they don't sell as much as they used to. It's a TI-83. Now I gotta make sure here, missing pixels on this one. I might have a different one. Hold on a second. As I went to grab this, I saw that it said missing pixels on it. And then I looked at the pictures for the listing, and it was taken out in the SupplyHut. And this would have been, this was in there forever. I'm like, something's not right. This wasn't even listed. I think what I did was decided that it had missing pixels, and I thought maybe I would part it out instead and sell this off and the cover, and then sell this missing pixels. And, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I do that kind of stuff. And then I probably forgot and never listed it, and it's been sitting here, so I have to list that. This is the one that's sold. Ironically, what I would have done, and I probably still should do, is just take this and put it on here, but it's sold like this, so I don't think I'll do that at this point. And that's why it sold so cheap, because it had no back to it. Right there, it sold for $16 plus shipping, but I only paid $1, so I'll take it. Reseller Hall of Fame. Give me your Reseller Hall of Fame items down below that are just bread and butter. Everybody knows about them. Everybody finds them, and they still sell. Tell me in the comments. I just tell you, I have the greatest job in the world. I mean, check this out. My new pup sitting out here on the porch of my little cabin. Beautiful day out there. Beautiful night out there, I should say. And I was digging here for these sunglasses when I looked over there and saw the pup. But I think they are going to be, they're not in a case. So there they are. They're going to be up here, part-time pickers. Right there. And these have a few little issues. Frames still look good right there. There's a little bit of, I don't know what you want to call it right there, but you can see a little peeling, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. And there's scratched up lenses. And these still sold for $55 plus shipping, these flak jackets. And that's not bad. We got them super cheap. Got a fly on the roof. I don't know if you can see it. It's been buzzing around like crazy. And I got a stink bug up there. It's been buzzing around, driving me nuts. Did you hear that? It is really driving me crazy. Between that and the squeaky floor and the squeaky door, you get all the crazy sounds around here. And Wallen is asleep right there on the porch. Sophie's asleep upstairs. Nobody's here except for Turner, and he's up there playing a video game right now. We just got done hitting baseballs in the backyard about an hour and a half ago before the sun went down. So anyway, you don't care about all that. You want to hear, everybody wants to hear about promoted listings on eBay. So I typically don't do it, and there's different ways to do promoted. But I was looking into something the other day. I'm trying to find a way to quickly clear out the stuff that's been in the store a really, really long time. And, you know, doing a 30% off sale, you're losing 30%. I'm like, maybe we'll check out promoted and do a smaller sale, like 10%, and then do some promoted, mix it up, see if we can get better results. We get okay results running those 30% off sales, but, you know, it's not amazing. We sell, out of 300 items that have been in the store for over a year, we sell like 6, and it's like, I don't know if I really want to do it. So I was looking into it, and one of the things was dynamic ad rate. Do I have that right? You people who promote out there. And this is not to get in a flame war with people who promote, don't promote, good, bad, whatever. It's really not that. I just was a little shocked at this dynamic ad rate, which apparently changes. And y'all can inform me down below if you use it. It changes from day to day, and you just click it, and then whatever the rate is for that day. And that particular day was 13.5%. I'm like, man, we're going to promote these items at 13.5%. You're paying roughly, I mean, it's going to be like 28% in fees. And then you do 10% off of that, it's 38%. It's like, well, you know, I guess the solution is to not buy things that don't sell for a year. That would be one way to do it, which might be a good strategy. But let me know if you use dynamic ad. I think I'm saying that right. And let me know what the level is like on average. Is that an average rate? 13.5%. I thought, you know, Poshmark charging 20%. I almost had a heart attack the other day. But, you know, let me know what you do down below. Speaking of items been in the store for over a year, and these sold without any kind of promotion, without anything. And this is a strawberry and watermelon salt and pepper shaker from, this is going to be made in Japan. I'm pretty certain, yeah, Japan right there. I don't even know if they go together, to be honest with you, but I only had one each, so I'm like, well, it is what it is. $8 plus shipping. Sold another one of our vintage finds from the 127, and to be honest, I didn't think these would sell as quick as they have. I think we've sold 3 or 4 of these already. 4, I think, because now there's one left. And they're vintage, or they're Roger Rabbit. They're really awesome, actually. And they have sold very quickly. Little toddler shirts, I guess. Little kids shirts, size small. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, vintage, really cool, single stitch. I have the bigger ones that haven't sold yet. Of course, they're priced much higher. But this is the next to last one, $29 for that one plus shipping. I think we were paying, does anybody remember in that video? I can't remember. It was with Dave and Carrie in 127. I think it was like $2 a piece, I think is what we paid. Or maybe she wanted 3 and we got a bunch at $2.50. I don't remember. We're still making money pretty quick. Went inside to grab another t-shirt here. Sold a Washington Redskins shirt. This one, I don't know if it's single or double. It's definitely going to be vintage because we're looking at, well, let me look. It's got a vintage nutmeg tag on it. It's pretty cool. Made in the USA. It's almost certainly single stitch, yeah. And it's thick single stitch, which you don't always see. This is a heavy, heavy shirt right here. It's pretty cool, and with some pretty cool embroidery in there as well. I think that is. Yeah, it's embroidered. That one's pretty cool. 1991, so yeah, definitely. I'm a little surprised we had it priced as low as we did. I'm trying to think if this is one that's been around a while or not. $15.40 plus shipping. It's a pretty good deal on that shirt right there. Pretty sure, by the way, we paid $0.25 for that one. I think this one, pretty darn sure this one came from the 127 sale as well. It's that quarter buy, crazy. This one says it is a repeat buyer, Carolyn. So if you are a viewer, thank you. We appreciate it. I had some people ask on Facebook how to find my store, so I'll tell you in a second. But this one, this half full Flora by Gucci, and it's half full of new perfume, y'all. No such thing as used perfume unless it's on you. If you know what I'm talking about. Okay, $16 plus shipping. I paid $1 for that one. At this one was, where were we at? The Escape from the Interstate sale. The 20, I can't remember the numbers. There's so many numbers. Garage Sale Nation over there on Facebook, and they get me confused. There's so many, but $16 plus shipping for that. So if you are watching, you know, YouTube folks they got it, right? It's in the description below. I always put my QR code over here. I always do that. So Facebook folks, in the About section on the Facebook page, you can find links to the store, Linktree, whatever. CommonwealthPicker.com, or you can just type in CommonwealthPicker.com and you can scroll to the bottom and find my store. There's merch at the top. There's affiliate links and codes. All that stuff's in there. So just CommonwealthPicker.com will work for just about anything you want. So thank you for doing that, by the way. Thank you for asking. I know a few Facebook folks have bought things lately, and I do appreciate that. You don't need to. Just enjoy the show and try not to get driven crazy by this bug that's flying around my head. Wallen is funny. I got to show you this. I walked in to get that shirt, and Wallen followed me in there. And then he followed me back out here. And he's just laying down. We went on a long walk today. One more reminder, by the way, since tax season, it's over, right? The date is coming. Well, I don't know what date it is, but you get the point. If you still have not done what so many people have done, I've been getting so much great positive feedback. MyResellerGenie.com, code Commonwealth, all caps, and do it. Just do it. You're going to save yourself money in the long run. I have it somewhere. There it is right there. There, can you all scan that right there? You know, there's $10 plans, for goodness sake. Look at that. You will not regret it. I'm telling you. And it's getting better and better and better. I've never been so confident as to suggest people do this right here. If you are a reseller that, you know, is consistently reselling. If you're selling 2 items a month, you don't need this stuff. You just simply don't need it. You can keep track. But if you are, you know, making, if you're going to get a 1099, you know, you should have it. You should have it. And if you're going to get a 1099 just barely, then you might as well just keep selling more. You know, and if you do the right things, you shouldn't have, I'm not an accountant, but you shouldn't have to pay taxes until you're really getting up there in some numbers. You know, if you're selling $2,000, $3,000 a month and you do what you're supposed to do with mileage and all that stuff, your liability might be less than you think, but it's not going to be unless you're tracking everything. So I wasn't planning on saying that, but I just looked at the date and I'm like, you know what? I haven't talked about them in a long time. And out of all the folks who sponsor me, you know, that one right there is one that so many people are paying way, way, way too much in taxes on what we're doing in here. And what we're doing in here is selling stuff. Betty Crocker cookbook. I like to buy the spiral bound ones. Be careful. Some cookbooks aren't worth much of anything. And this one actually would have gone for a little bit more, but it wasn't perfect, as you can see. And it didn't have a cover page either. Sold for $15 plus shipping. I think I paid $1. Haven't had to do this too often. These sold super fast. So fast that they had pictures of them taken yesterday and then listed, and they sold before I even took the bin back in there. $20. PFG, like boat shoes. These are just a tiny bit too small on me, or I'd have kept them for myself. And these sold for $20 plus shipping. So this is all the people who told me I was crazy to put the shed so far away from this shed. It's worked out awesome. I'm super happy with it, except for when this happens. And look who's waiting for me here. There's my boy. Huh. All that telling you that this is a bad puppy. And look, he's turned out to be my buddy. Huh. There you go. All right, Turner has a homeschool hustler joke for us today, and we're going to go, hopefully, upstairs tonight and watch a little Miles Morales. Is that what you want to watch? Boy, our little Afghan is falling off there. All right, what's your Spider-Man joke?
So, why is Spider-Man so good at comebacks?
Why is Spider-Man so good at comebacks? I don't know why.
Because with great power comes great responsibility.
Great responsibility. That's pretty good. I like it. You like that joke? You don't look like you like that joke. Thank you, buddy.
Bye.
You sold some Toshiba 3D glasses. I think that's what they are. Let me see if I can... Oh, I found them. And now, there's 2 of them rubber banded together. I thought it was just one, but maybe I got the wrong ones here. I'll have to find them. But these sold, or this one sold, I don't know what exactly yet, for $15 plus shipping. There was actually just one that sold, so these are $15 plus shipping, and they're actually on their way to Nuremberg, Germany, of all places. Which reminds me, I haven't done a history lesson in a while. We haven't been in the eBay cave in a while because it's a mess, to be honest with you. So we're going to have to fix it up and get back in there, and I'm going to go put this one back there. But $15 plus shipping. I think we're into these for like $1 a piece, maybe 2. And there's quantity of 2, so I like that sale. This sale is well, it's a mistake, to be honest with you. I'd try to take multi-quantity items off the discount, the 30% off after a year, because they're multi-quantity, which is why they're in the store for so long. And I didn't. This Liberty University lanyard sold for $5.60. We're making $1, $2 maybe. No, $1.50. But I wouldn't have done it that way. Hey, that reminds me though. Rachel, if you're out there, I got a insufficient address return on, I think it's an Enema Man, I believe is what it is. So if you didn't get one, let me know. I'll have to look it up. And if you've moved or something, let me know so we can send that off to you. And that doesn't happen very often, so it surprised me today. Reagan comes in and the animals come in. We only had the dog out here the whole day. That's all we had.
Now we got
now we got everybody.
no.
Check this out, Reagan. This is so cool. Look what somebody sent us. This is like the grandfather here.
First enemy.
Or the great uncle. Same company, Curto Toy Fleet. And this is like a medical. Let's say it's an oral enema, if there is such a thing. And if you ever find these boxes, y'all don't take them because they're not recommended anymore. And Marcia sent this to us. And do you remember Red Cardinal Treasure? Do you remember that name? Yep.
No.
I think that's who this is. And if it's not, I'm sorry, but I don't know where the box went. Anyway, Marcia, I think that is it. So anyway, thank you. She says, sorry about the note paper here. This gift is for you, one to sell and one to keep. And Reagan, we have an announcement coming up. I want to say it's so bad today, I think we're going to say it on the next episode. But we are going to use one of these in our little new announcement that's coming up. And she said we can keep one, we can sell one. They're beanies.
I know.
Right here. And of course, you know, that one right there is awesome. I think that's the first like enema, because that goes with that product that Fleet did, but this is a different product.
I know.
Anyway. No.
And Pepper. We got all the cats.
Everybody loves Reagan.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, these cats. You are just
Pepper.
the animals love Reagan, boy.
Oh, into the box.
Saw this on eBay and thought it was perfect for Enema's friend. You guys, that's so kind of you.
Look at
Yeah, Reagan. If she fits, she sits. Anyway, we didn't have any sales at CommonwealthPicker.com. Nothing. That's been a long time since we could say that. So, anyway, you can still tell them.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Well, I gotta go inside and get some. Never fails, baby. Every time you come in here to ship, I realized I forgot to pull something. And this time I forgot to pull 3 things. Elizabeth bought some stuff from us. Look, see, the first time this week that she's done anything in here.
What?
I'm doing it all by myself.
You're hilarious.
Look at those. Cabbage Patch Kids. That creepy. And 2 glasses, and I think they're inside, so hold on. Kind of in the way here.
Well, you don't weigh anything.
I'm just teasing. Alright. E.T.
Hold on.
This... what do you mean, shush? E.T. Souls Pizza Hut E.T. 1982, $10 plus shipping. Empire Strikes Back, $14 plus shipping. And then this one, total $33 plus shipping. That is a great 80s lot right there. Love it. Alright, we got to package up 2 more things, this and that. Or are you just doing this right here?
I didn't know you were actually filming. I'm sorry I shushed you.
Well, they expect it. See what I got to put up with? Oh, you were shushing me because you were trying to remember.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the dimension
okay.
of the weight.
I was like, why is she shushing me? I'm like, I just figured you were giving me a hard time. So.
Yeah, so shh.
So shh. All right. There you go. I'd look at all the stuff I shipped before you even got here.
Did you do this?
Did I do
I
what?
don't have this. I don't have a Budweiser Bill Elliott shirt.
Ah.
Forgot that too.
Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. All right. I tell y'all, shirts don't have to be in good shape. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this or not. But can you see all that? I mean, this is a white shirt, but it doesn't look white.
They're not as old as you. They
Bill.
can see.
What is this? The podcast Single Stitch Bill Elliott.
Oh God, why?
Right here, 1992. I literally put trashed in the title. Made in USA. Tag. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. Nothing on the back. But there's an autograph. Obviously not authenticated. $29 plus shipping. Hey, y'all, we are in the Supply Hut. It is not neat and clean in here today, I gotta tell you. Been doing a little bit of work the last couple of days in here and haven't even got these up yet. You may have missed that. We are going to put these canvases up with each of our logos here. Commonwealth Picker, Commonwealth Flipper, Garage Sale Nation, Trash to Cash Podcast. We're going to put them all up in here. I got to sneeze. Is it weird to like sneezing? I kind of like it when I sneeze. Hey, I want to talk about eBay. I had a question the other day come in about shipping supplies. They're like, what do you mean free eBay shipping supplies? I'm like, well, you must be a newbie, right? So free eBay shipping supplies aren't really free because you got to pay for a store subscription, second level or above to get $50 in free shipping supplies that are way, way, way overpriced. I personally would never, ever pay the actual price. But since you get $50 free every quarter, I definitely grab them because it's free supplies, sort of. I kind of go back and forth, but I'm curious to see what you get. I do not get tape. You know, we have SupplyHut. That's actually the tape I use at SupplyHut. And, you know, I personally just don't like the eBay tape on all my boxes, especially now that we're selling on Poshmark and Mercari and, you know, we do Bonanza and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just don't like the way it looks, to be honest. But I know a ton of people buy that tape with their free quarterly coupon. And I get the air jackets, and I go back and forth between the bigger air jackets like this, and this is what you get for $50, just at $40-some right there. So, like I said, not a great deal. If you bought something like this from, well, from SupplyHut or from somewhere else, you would get, you know, twice that much for that price. So, but the eBay brand and whatever. So, anyway, but it's free-ish, sort of. And then I'll go back and I'll get the other style as well, the smaller ones. 9-inch ones, I guess. These are like 12 or 13 inches, something like that. So tell me what you get below. I have one more sale that came in and just had a Poshmark sale come in as well, but I'm not shipping it out today. So this one, North Face medium men's polo shirt, paid $1 for it. Sold for $16 plus shipping. Have some super exciting news coming up. I can't wait to tell a lot of you about all the cool stuff that's going on, all the stuff that's happening with me, with my family, with my business, and hopefully y'all can come join us for the ride. We appreciate you stopping by, and I can't wait to see you next time.